What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about just kind of giving a progress update on where I'm at with DD5, talk a little bit about what we know about the new characters coming with the Darkhold team, if any of them are worth taking into DD5. If you haven't started yet, like maybe you should take them in. A lot of Mystic heavy characters in there, so we're going to break that down in today's video. If you guys do enjoy this video, you find it helpful or informative, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right into it. So let's start by talking about where I'm at right now. Actually, no. Let's start by talking about the Darkhold characters, because right now we have three. Two of them I think are going to be very, very good inside. Well, one I think is going to be very, very good inside DD5 with Morgan Le Fay. The other two, maybe. I mean, it's gonna kind of depend, I think, on where you are with stars on the character too, and it's gonna kind of depend on where you are with your progress with DD5 and who you want to take in. And you know, let's just start with Morgan Le Fay. Like, for the most part, it's not too bad. Her special here with this Time Warp is absolutely incredible. It's a 6-turn cooldown, so you won't get this very often, but it does completely rewind the speed bar on everybody, clears all positive effects from all enemies, clears all negative effects from herself, heals herself, and then deals 10% of the character's max health to all enemies, speed up for 2 turns to self and immunity to self and all Darkhold allies, unavoidable. So that special, fantastic. This ultimate reality break, clear immunity from the primary target, attacks the primary adjacent targets with 225% piercing, 50% bonus crit chance on this, disrupted and slowed the primary target, trauma and ability block to all controller enemies, flipping 2 positives and negative effects on all non-controller enemies. Need I go on? She's got a very powerful kit here, but what also really makes this kind of interesting is right there. On enemy turn, fills speed bar by 10% for self and all Darkhold allies. If you've played Dark Dimension at all, you know there's a lot of enemies on the field at once, and there's almost always someone on that enemy team with crazy speed. That passive alone is gonna do some crazy stuff with this. I wanna, just on this speed bar boosting of that, it means his ultimate and the special are going to move quite a bit more often. We didn't even talk about her basic, where she's copying, clearing positive effects. She's stealing 10% max health, which also very big. This is why I'm taking Morbius into DD5 City. This 10% max health when you have enemies with 2 to 3 million health on them. Like, max health steal effects like this are huge. And she's legendary. So this is kind of filling in the slots where we have with legendary characters right now, where legendary characters, you know, you've got some good options, then you're also kind of like sitting there wondering who else you should be bringing in. I have a feeling by the time that most people get Morgan Le Fay, you know, they probably still won't be getting into legendary nodes on DD5. So, you know, this is one where this is probably going to be a good option for you. Now, she is Mystic, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more, and where I'm at with Mystic and how Mystic characters are kind of are all the rage right now. But, yeah, that kit looks great. Talking about Heartless Strange, or Evil Strange. What do we even call him? I guess Evil Strange is what we call him. It's just the easiest thing. Evil Strange, you know, he's got a short cooldown on his special. He copies and clears primary or positive effects on the primary target. Applies speed down, reduces the speed bar by 25%. He's not bad. You know, I think there is something here. Like, on enemy death, he gains offense up, so that's pretty cool. He's got an ultimate here, which attacks enemies for a ton of damage based on his positive and negative effects on himself and the primary target. So this can actually do a ton of damage. So, you know, this is something to keep in mind. Again, if you pull high stars on Strange, especially red stars, like, this is gonna be really fun to see what people do with this. But he looks like a pretty solid character to take into DD5. Cosmic, which we have quite a few good options for Cosmic already, and my Cosmic roster is pretty much filled out at this point. I've got the 2 Eternals, T'Challa, Ravager, Stitcher, and Kestrel pretty much ready to go for my Cosmic nodes. So, yeah, don't really need Strange right now for this Cosmic section, but on my second run, if by then I haven't built things up, and we do get plenty of teal gear, he may be an option I consider for that. But also, you know, I gotta be careful. I don't know why I have Morbius pulled up there. We're talking about Morgan here. She's also Mystic. And then we have Wong down here. He is global. So, you know, we got Strange with Cosmic. We have Wong with global. And we have Morgan with legendary. And honestly, I think I think Wong's a little more dependent on having a Darkhold team around him to really get to that next level. He requires to have a Strange there with him, and you're not going to take regular Doctor Strange unless he gets a rework. But they said it's going to be a new character for the 5th on this team besides the rework Scarlet Witch, so I don't think regular Doctor Strange is going to get a rework here. So you're not going to use any Strange with Wong in DD5. If you're taking regular Strange in the DD5, God help you. But yeah, I don't see regular Strange being a thing here. He's gonna lose out on that synergy without the Heartless Strange or the Evil Strange. So Wong is probably not gonna be a good option for DD5. This is someone you're gonna want to take him up to like tier 14 or tier 15, and then leave him. Don't worry about him for tier 16 until you've cleared DD5 both times and you have that teal gear, which is probably still like a year and a half away for most people, because teal gear is absolutely absurd with how much it's gated. But yeah, another character here. We have the rework coming for Scarlet Witch. She is another Mystic character. So yeah, the question is, if you haven't started gearing up on DD5, where are you going to go for that? And where I'm at right now is I've actually got a lot of Mystic characters already geared up. So Dr. Voodoo, Icarus, Cersei, and Morbius are all Mystic characters, and I'm having them at tier 15. Juggernaut's up here as a favorite character because I'm working on hoarding the tier 14 Mystic uniques because I'm still kind of low on them, so I'm building them back up, so he's favored up here just so I have an easy farm for them. Morbius and Ghost Spider are my 2 characters I'm farming right now. I've got to get my city nodes finished up. Once my city nodes are done, then I can start worrying about global a little bit more, but for right now, Shang-Chi, Symbiote Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, Morbius, and Ghost Spider is my go-to city roster. I've seen some people really struggle with Symbiote Spider-Man there. Probably not a good idea on my end, but I just don't have the uniques to really spread around. And I had a lot of alien spores. I'm like 2 alien spores short of finishing Ghost Spider for 16, and then I just got to finish up gear with Morbius, and he's good to go. So that's where I'm at. So city's pretty good. In terms of global, I'm still working on this a little bit. Captain Sam, Dr. Voodoo, Dr. Doom, Maria Hill are my 4 dead set characters for global. And then once I'm beyond that, I'm not quite sure. I've got Wolverine ready to go for tier 16 if I want to do that. Sabretooth is a little bit lower, but I can take him up to tier 16. They're both relatively cheap. Like, they're actually crazy cheap. Like, for instance, Wolverine has 2 pieces of blue gear at tier 15. Like, what? But yeah, no, my mutant gear is in high, I've got a lot of mutant gear. Like, I just haven't equipped any mutants yet. So, you know, I could do Wolverine, I could do Sabretooth, I also could do Emma. You know, it's really going to kind of come down to where I'm at when I need to finish up this global roster. I'm getting close with City, so global's not far behind. I should be good to go with global here soon, though I'm really low on teal health catalyst, so that's kind of dragging me down. But, you know, I'll grind through it like I can, just as much as I can. In terms of Cosmic, I already mentioned this. You know, Cersei, Icarus, Star-Lord, T'Challa, Ravager, Stitcher, and then I'm finishing up Kestrel. So my Cosmic roster is pretty much set. If I was looking at it now with Darkhold coming out and countering Eternals, I probably wouldn't have put. No, actually, that's a lie. I would have still put this because these 2 characters, I have them at 7 red, so I might as well take them in and use them. Kestrel, she's at 6 red. I got this 6 red Surfer here, but he is so expensive. He's got 5 teal gear pieces, which is absolutely absurd, and that's also a reason why I haven't really worked on Adam Warlock for my Legendary, because this is all teal gear, and to that I just say, no thank you. So then we finally get to where I'm at with Legendary, and, you know, right now, Omega Red and Morgan are like my only 2 set characters for Legendary. Jubilee's probably gonna be a third. Doc is gonna be a 4th. Yeah, so yeah, Doc, Jubilee, Omega plus Morgan, that's gonna be 4. Actually, I talked to someone and they said Black Bolt works really well because in the Legendary nodes you fight a bunch of Dr. Dooms. And they said that Black Bolt was very helpful for countering those Dooms that you're gonna fight there. And I also find it funny, we have this node here, it's got the portrait for Dormammu. Oh, Uh-oh. There we go. But BlueStacks is crapping out for a second there. Yeah, we got like, what, 3 Dr. Dooms on this node? Yeah, we got 3 Dooms on this node, and someone was telling me that Black Bolt works really well with countering these, but it's Black Bolt. He's kind of in Powercraft, but Black Bolt's also stupidly powerful, even so. So, you know, that may be a good option. If there's any other summons, he could be a good option for them as well, like that Maria there. He put Disrupt on her. So, you know, Black Bolt's not going to be too bad, especially for beating up on these Dooms, because then that means they can pop their ultimate. They won't get offense up because of the Doom bots coming in. So, you know, Bolt would prevent that. There's also this Ultron here. There's a Ronin here. So, you know, Black Bolt's going to be very strong on this node, especially because of all the Ultrons, all the Dooms. Like, he's going to be a great way to counter those characters. So I may do Black Bolt as that 5th, because once I clear City, once I get Ghost Spider done, I'm basically done with my bio gear at that point. So, you know, I might as well, because I've got 2 mutants in Jubilee and Omega. I've got a tech character here in Doc. And then, you know, I've got the Mystic with Morgan Le Fay. And at that point, like, yeah, there's no more bios. So at that point, I should have a decent amount of bio gear built back up. So I could do Black Bolt. And of course, it's also going to depend on what we see with the future. There's a rumor, I believe Valley dropped the rumor that Iron Man's getting a rework and be part of the tech raid team. That may be something worthwhile, taking Iron Man up to tier 16 if that rework comes true. We also don't know what the other 3 horsemen are going to be this year. So we gotta, like, I'm taking my time with Legendary because we don't know who the other Legendary horsemen are going to be besides Morgan. There's a heavy rumor that Iron Man's going to get a rework with this tech raid team. We'll see if that works out. We'll see how it all pans out. But really, right now, my Legendary is like the last priority for me, and I'm just taking my time. I know I'm going to do Morgan. I know I'm probably going to do Omega. Where I'm going to go beyond that is to be determined yet. But let me know what you guys think down below. Have you guys made any plans yet? Who are you guys taking up? Has the news of Morgan and Darkhold changed up who you're taking with tier 16? Let me know down below. But as always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, drop them down below in the comments section as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.